Hi, I'm Jennifer Janet, Coldwell Banker Professional Associates, and it's Quick Tip Tuesday. So, sellers, how can you prepare for a home inspection? I'm going to give you a few tips, not everything that's in my little bag of secrets, but if you need more, you're free to reach out to me and I will help walk you through that process. These little tips I do want to tell you are not going to mitigate you from having 100% passing, by flying colors on a home inspection. That home inspector is there to find things wrong with your home. That's what they're paid for. They're going to have to cover their butts, and be sure that they do point out anything they notice. You don't have a home inspection done every year, and that's okay. Most sellers don't. To help mitigate some of these problems, though, you can have a pre-inspection before you list your home, and that's for another day, and we can have that conversation also. But the tips I'm going to give you are going to help minimize some of the little inconsistencies that we see in reports, or some of the little things that kind of really don't amount to much but become big issues to a buyer. And so they're just really quick little things you can do to make sure that things flow smoothly. We don't have vague or suggestions from the inspector that we need to get another professional in there to see things further or to do further investigating. Sometimes that happens when they can't get to things or they can't see them or make an accurate assessment. So first of all, we need to clear the basement areas, walkways, attics, storage rooms, under the kitchen sinks. So that's your first tip. Get things in order so they're easily accessible. That doesn't mean you have to clear everything out, but make a little path. Make sure they can see all the walls in the storage room. Make sure they can get to the heating and cooling very easily. The electrical box, make sure they can get to attic access. Those are all things they have to see. They're also going to check outlets. So be sure they can get to almost every outlet. Of course, there's going to be big furniture behind them. That's a given. We can't pull everything out of our homes and push it to the center of the room. But when there are places that you can move little boxes or small things, get it cleared out and get it ready. Another tip is make sure that you go around and turn on all the lights. Silly to say, I know, but you know how many inspection reports I get that come back and say, I'm not sure if the ceiling fan works or not. I flipped the switch, it didn't come on, or this light didn't come on. It could be as simple as a burnt out bulb, but now we have put all these questions of whether or not there's really a problem there. And for a buyer's agent even, it's really frustrating because then we have to put repair or replace the light that's outside by the driveway because it didn't come on. So we don't know if there's really just only a light bulb burnt out or if there is truly a problem with wiring or the actual light itself. So go through, check everything. Also, while you're doing that, if you have remotes for fans, find them and put them out. Put a little note, put them on the kitchen table or something for the inspector. That way they know. They are not going to, one, rummage through your things. Two, they're not going to move anything. So that kind of goes back to tip number one. They don't want to touch your belongings. It's a liability to them. So have everything ready to go and be sure it's all working good. The third tip I'm going to give you is really simple also, but just be sure that when the inspector comes, that you have your pets put up, that you have anything that's valuable put up. You don't want to take a risk with the dog being there or being very annoying during the inspection, let's just say. That inspector is going to be there for several hours, and we want to be sure that he can concentrate, he can do his job, he cannot get frustrated or annoyed. So let's try to make arrangements for those pets. And, if you can step out of the house during that time, that makes everything go a little bit smoother too. I know it's kind of frustrating also, and it really slows down the process when a homeowner's there because sometimes they want to be right at the heels of that inspector, which, hey, I have a house, I've had it inspected. We all want to know what's going on, right? So I'm not going to, shame you for wanting to know or wanting to be there to see things for your own eyes. But when we do that, we slow things down for him and it takes longer. So let the inspector, who's a professional, get in there, do their job, and get back out so they can get that report turned in even quicker. That way we know what's going on. No one wants to wait days, to know, did my home pass? Are the buyers going to back out? Do they have repair requests? So if you can follow those 3 little tips, that would be great. I have some more for you. If you'd like to reach out to me, I'd be happy to go over those with you and shoot you an email with the list. And of course, have questions, need me to come out to the house, I'm happy to do that as well. But I'm just here as a resource. So having a professional involved when you're selling your home is super important because we can help deflect some of these problems. And we can also walk you through the process of what happens when we get that inspection report back. Every inspection does find something, so try to relax and try to know that, hey, if you've maintained your home and taken care of it, that's going to show. So at the end of the day, what I'm here to do is help you worry less, and help walk you through those situations. So if I can be of help, be sure to reach out to me. And when you think real estate, think Coldwell Banker Professional Associates. Have a great day.